All right, so next up, we're going to be this is sort of a throwback from the PWTB of the beginning. We used to do a lot of these types of things where we,
Oh, yes, we did.
yeah, rank random gas stations. And then this one we're going to go back to. I don't know if we did a video on this one, so we got a chance now, or maybe a chance to update it. Ranking fast food restaurants by tiers. And um, the tier sheet I always see like where people rank is like S is like the best tier. And then it's A, B, C, D, F. So those would be the tiers. Obviously, F the worst, and then S would be the best in this case, like it's S tier. We'll just and then yeah, if you have any particular thoughts, you can always share it. So we will go first with probably the most famous one, of course, which is McDonald's. And I'm curious to hear what everyone else has to say on this one because some people are like, well, that's so unhealthy. And it's like, okay, so it's all fast food restaurants, right? But you got to take it, um, you know, you just take that into consideration and eat it when you can. But like, McDonald's, and I give McDonald's an A, mainly because again, I'm not going to say it's the greatest food ever, but it's cheap. They've got some good stuff on the menu. And when their fries are hot, you can't beat that. You got your Sprite. You got the ice cream machine when it's not broken. But overall, I think McDonald's is very solid. I'm gonna give it an A. We'll go Jordan, Jake, and then Timmy for each of these. So Jordan, what do you give McDonald's?
I'm I'm giving McDonald's a C. Like Evan mentioned, I mean, good stuff on the menu. It's cheap. When the fries are hot, you can't beat that. Ice cream machine, when it's not broken, but I feel like most of the time it is. But unfortunately, when I go to McDonald's, especially the one right by my house, it feels like they get my order wrong every time.
Oh, that
And that's
sucks.
a big deal to me. So that's why I'm giving it a C. Jake?
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and give McDonald's I'm gonna give McDonald's a little bit better than Jordan, but a little worse than Evan. I'm gonna go B for McDonald's right here. Um, as Evan said, great food, good stuff on the menu. Ice cream machine where it's not broken, even though a lot of the times it is broken. Which kind of sucks. But hey, I mean, very convenient. Very good food. Very convenient when you just want to go and get some food quickly. But I'm gonna go McDonald's with the B right here.
Here we go.
Easy S. Y'all are all just a bunch of haters, and y'all clearly haven't had McDonald's chicken nuggets, the best food in this land. It's the S's of S's.
Okay, but what about the sauce? Barbecue, sweet and sour. What do we put on the nuggets?
I always go barbecue or honey mustard.
Honey mustard. Okay, that's good too. Okay, you know what? Respect. I put him as an A, so I think I'm giving him respect. I don't know about the other two, but
Hey, I put him as a B. I think that
okay.
hey, hey, none of us put McDonald's as F or D. So I think hey, we all gave McDonald's passing grade. So we all kind of respect McDonald's.
Definitely. So, all right, next up will be Wendy's, another very common one. I'm going to give them a B, a little bit lower than I gave McDonald's. I think Wendy's is very good. Sort of the same complaint Jordan had for McDonald's. I feel like whenever I go to a Wendy's, it feels sort of dumpy in there. Like it feels like the service isn't that great, but the food is really good, especially like the chicken sandwich there. I really like. Fries are solid. Like I don't know if they still do $1 Frosties, but obviously that's always, very good. I'm gonna give them a B. Food is pretty good, but I sort of get a dumpy vibe when I get in there. So I'm gonna give them a B.
So I'm going to give them full disclosure. I have not been to Wendy's in a Wendy's in a long time. We have one right across the street from the McDonald's I mentioned, right by my house. But like I said, I haven't been to Wendy's in a long time. But from my last experience, I would basically give it a D. I did not like the customer service at all. I mean the food's good. Don't get me wrong. I mean it's cheaper, it's convenient, all that stuff. But to me, customer service means the most. And it was not good at all.
Yeah, before I get into my thoughts about Wendy's, Jordan, I think we I think we, think all about customer service a whole lot because we used to work for Publix, and anyone who's ever been to a Publix knows how much that they, pride themselves on customer service. So I think that's why we look at customer service a whole lot. But Wendy's, I'll give them a B, same as I gave McDonald's. Great food. I think very convenient. Obviously, Frosties are very good. Kind of just the same argument as Jordan gave. I just don't go to Wendy's a whole lot. So I think, Wendy gets a B here.
Timmy?
So I was just eating Wendy's during while we were recording this episode. I'm gonna go
Nice.
A because their food is good, not McDonald's level good. The thing that's keeping it, they've got great Frosties, but the sauce just isn't as good as McDonald's sauce. So I'm gonna go A tier. I don't go there a lot, so I don't really care for customer service because I'm never there. So yeah, I'm gonna go A tier.
All right, next up, we're gonna go another pretty well-known one. Although even in my town, I noticed these like closing a little bit is Burger King, and I'm gonna like agree with the trend, and the trend is I see them closing, so I'm gonna give them a D. I used to really like the Whopper, but I feel like whenever I've had it now, it sort of tastes different, and then everything on the menu is sort of like okay. Like the chicken fries were a good idea, I like them, but they only put like 8 of them in there. That's not really like a meal, that's not filling, but so that's sort of an interesting idea. It's not a total F because like again the food's okay, but I feel like the one thing that stood out there was the Whopper, and I feel like that's gone downhill and doesn't taste as good as it used to, so I'm gonna give Burger King a D.
I'm gonna give Burger King a D as well. Like Evan mentioned, the food's okay, not outstanding. The Whopper was there, it was great. Well, not great, but good. But what I really like about Burger King was actually this meme I saw that had them attacking McDonald's and said, "Come eat. Why eat with a clown when you can come eat with a king?" So I thought that was kind of funny.
that
So
is
that's what
that is pretty
kept
good,
me
yeah.
from giving them an F. Um, but fast food, convenient. I mean, I don't think there's much else to say about that. Jake,
Evan, Jordan, I think we got our worst restaurant of the day, guys. I think Burger King gets an F in my opinion.
Mm.
I think that, the food isn't that great. I think, the chicken sandwich compared to other chicken sandwiches, obviously McDonald's, Wendy's, any other chicken sandwich, I think that doesn't really compare well to them. So I think I'm gonna have to give Burger King an F here.
Timmy.
Tip,
Timmy?
yeah, what do you think?
I'm gonna go D tier. I'm a fat guy, so I usually give these fast food places high ratings, but it's like they don't like they charbroil or whatever their burgers, okay? So they're not supposed to be greasy, and yet somehow they're just extremely greasy. And they're not the places around here aren't really closing down, but the food isn't as good as McDonald's or Wendy's. They do have good onion rings. I won't lie about that, and it's not always clean there. So I'm gonna go D tier.
All right, next up, we'll switch away from like some burger restaurants. One of them is Subway, which is another like one of the most popular fast food places out there, probably next to McDonald's. It seems like they have a ton in every city. I'm gonna go B. I really like them. But my complaint with them would be it's so pricey. Like if you just get a customized foot-long sandwich, just the sandwich. Like I was just in there recently, and it was like $15 for just the sandwich. Probably if you get a drink and stuff, it'd be like pushing $20 maybe and at that. So it's a little pricey for what they give, but and some people say, well, I didn't get an I know one person in particular, I'm not gonna name his name, but I think he watches this show. Who says like well, I didn't get enough meat on my sandwich. Well, you build your own sandwich so you can ask for more meat, but I'm gonna give them a B just because it's a little pricey, but overall I think the food's pretty good there.
Yeah. So, like Evan mentioned, the price is what's keeping me from giving it an S. I think Subway is very convenient. I used to work at Publix and we had a Subway like right next door. So it was very convenient for me to go there on my lunch breaks. It always looked clean, to me at least. The people were really nice. Obviously you make your own sandwich, so you have control of everything. But the price is what's keeping it from me giving it an S. Jake?
Same argument as Jordan, prices for keeping it from giving me an S, but I'm gonna go A here for Subway. Subway's very convenient. They're very good. Um, like Evan and Jordan said, the price is kind of a bit high, but they're very good. You have the option to make your own sandwich. You have an option to customize the sandwiches. I think that's an option that, not you know, that that is a good option, I think. Still have to give the eggs to public subs because those are the best. I think we can all attest to that, but Subway gets an A in my opinion.
Timmy?
I think that, like everybody else, the price is just a little bit much, but they have some incredible, and it's not just their sandwiches, those little dessert things they have are amazing. But I go A tier because it's amazing food and it's not really that unhealthy for the most part. Um, so just the price is, like everybody else has said, it would be S tier if it wasn't so expensive.
Can I
Yeah.
just
Okay.
mention
High
one more?
ranking.
Can I just mention one more quick thing about Subway?
Yeah.
I like how I like the variety of options on the sub menu. So that's also what can I technically give Subway an A plus instead of an
Hey,
S?
so like halfway, I guess so. We'll allow that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So halfway there. Yeah. Um, I think we'll allow that. All right. Next up, we'll do Popeyes, and this is one where I do really like the chicken sandwich there, but I'm gonna give Popeyes a C, because I feel like that's one, like fast food is obviously all greasy, but that one's like over the top greasy, where sometimes like I don't feel well after eating them, but like the chicken sandwich is really good, so sometimes I do go there. So that's gonna land them right in the middle. I'm gonna give them a C.
Full disclosure, I don't really have a whole lot to say about Popeyes, because I actually don't remember the last time I've been to a Popeyes. I do know we have one close to our house, maybe 10 minutes, 15, probably 20 actually with traffic. But off of what I've heard from other people, I would probably give it a C, like Evan does. I know the chicken sandwich is amazing, but I honestly really don't have a whole lot to say about Popeyes.
Popeyes, I'll give them a D, other than the chicken sandwich. The chicken sandwich is obviously very good. I haven't been to a Popeyes in, a year or two, so I don't really have a lot to go off of. But as far as my experience with them, the only time I went, I'm gonna give them a D.
Tell me.
I think I'm also gonna give them a D. I haven't been in years to a Popeyes, but every time I've been, or even when I go DoorDash with my dad, it's just the service there. The people there just always have an attitude like it's like whenever you go in there, you immediately think, I wonder how bad the managers are today because these people are just jerks to you. And I'm just, and the food's not even that good. It's it's like okay food, but I'm gonna go D.
All right, so let's go. Let's pick up the pace here so we can get in a few more restaurants for sure. Just give your ranking and then what you would if you have a comment or so, if you want to say something, you can. But just so we can get a few more. And Raising Cane's, I give them an A. I think they are pretty amazing. I think the chicken's good, and I like the whole meal altogether. Is not quite S tier, mainly because of the soft texture, but I'd give them an A.
So I would actually give Raising Cane's an S, because every time I'm in Athens, I always go to Raising Cane's. I don't care what I'm in Athens for. The chicken's great, the sauce is great, fries are good. Love the meal, so S for me.
Evan Jordan, I think we got our best restaurant of the day right here.
Hmm.
Best food, great customer service, great sauces, great drinks. I think Raising Cane's is in the S tier, guys.
Timmy.
Timmy.
So I've never been to Raising Cane's, so I'm gonna go here simply due to the fact that I've never been.
That's crazy. And the well, I know it's not like I know it's a southern thing too, but like I could see like that's interesting because when I was down there, there wasn't a Raising Cane's in my town either. But anyways, interesting. All right,
Thankfully,
this is what were you
and
saying, Joe?
thankfully, those Raising Cane's had opened up like 15 minutes, so I don't have to go all the way out to Athens, which is like an hour.
That's not bad. Yeah, they just opened one in my town like a year and a half ago, and it's amazing. But all right,
Yeah, the
Chick-fil-A,
closest
that
one to me is an hour and a half away.
hour and a half. Chick-fil-A is next. That's gonna be my first S. Again, like Raising Cane's, I love their chicken. It's just the breading sometimes like falls apart and stuff like that. But the food is still amazing. The meal's amazing. But Chick-fil-A is gonna be my first S tier. Amazing all around.
S minus.
S
Um,
minus.
Great
No,
chicken.
give it an A plus. Then if you're gonna put a middle, you gotta
Okay, fine, A
yeah.
plus.
All right, there you go. Yeah.
I've only had one incident all time where I've only had one incident ever where they got my order wrong. It wasn't even that bad, honestly. They just they just didn't put they just didn't put extra pickles on my chicken sandwich. So that's like the only complaint I've ever had, which is not a whole lot. So A plus for me.
Well, guys, I think we got another one of the best restaurants of the day, guys. Great chicken sandwich, same thing as a say for Raising Cane's. Best chicken sandwich, best fries, great sauce, great drinks, great customer service. The only thing I will say about Chick-fil-A is hard as heck to get a job there. Their hiring process is hard to go through, but Chick-fil-A, S tier.
They got standards, man. No, I'm surprised you don't have that. Yeah, go ahead, Timmy.
God is good every day, and Chick-fil-A God is great every day, and Chick-fil-A is great every day but Sunday. It's an S tier.
S tier, baby. All right, we'll do two more. This one is another one that's like a more on the healthy side again, but this one's Panda Express. I'm curious. I don't know if everyone here has been there, but there was one on my college campus, which is where I first started liking it, and I was like, this weird like Asian restaurant. Like I don't know, I'd go there, but that's amazing. I'm giving it an A. A lot of choice. I'm gonna give Panda Express an A.
So I've had Panda Express a number of times recently. The people have been great. They listen to you. They don't really get your order wrong. It's except there was one incident where my mom did, but that's not really concerning me. So A for me.
Guys, I think, and this doesn't really happen often, but I think we got three great restaurants in a row. Panda Express is going in the S tier again. Great food, great customer service. I don't have anything to complain about Panda Express. S tier.
Timmy.
There's a ton of Panda Expresses around here, and I can sadly inform you that I have never been, so it's gonna have to go in C tier.
CJ, at least he's being respectful, not giving it an F. All right, the last one, and I'll actually give you guys a shot if you wanted to add any restaurants. But the last one I wanted to go over is Wisconsin's own Culver's, which is everywhere now. But and Culver's is joining Chick-fil-A on my S tier. You could like name five different amazing things about this place: the burgers, the butter burgers, obviously, chicken sandwich, amazing ice cream, fries, cheese curds. All of it's great. S tier.
So for me, there is a Culver. It's like 15 minutes away from my house, but I don't think I've ever been to Culver's, except for the one time I was up in Wisconsin. I had the cheese curds up there, and those
Yep.
were absolutely phenomenal. Shout out to Wisconsin for that.
Guys,
But
if we
it's gonna go in the C tier for me.
Okay, C tier. Jordan's got to rank it.
guys,
Jake, go ahead.
if we ever have a survey like this, I don't know if this will ever happen again. Four straight best great restaurants in a row. Culver's is going in the S tier again. Like Evan said, you can list five great things about this restaurant. Great milkshakes. That's my biggest takeaway. Culver's is great for dessert, but they're also great for lunch. Culver's is going in the S tier again, guys.
Timmy?
Y'all just give me restaurants I've never had. We don't have Culver's down here,
Okay.
so it's gonna have to go with Raising Cane's and Panda Express. It's at the C tier.
All right, guys. Any others that you want to throw in, or think we got a pretty solid list?
Not off the top of my head, I can't think of.
Timmy, throw one in. Yep.
I'm gonna put East C's very own, since you wanted to throw in one of Wisconsin's that I've never had. Pals. Pals is straight S tier. We have these things here like cheese curds, but they're called cheddar rounds, and they're absolutely delicious. Sauce burger, absolutely delicious. Pals is the best thing that East Tennessee's ever invented, and we
Oh
invented
crap.
Mountain Dew.
And let's go,
Well, I was
Evan.
just gonna
Let's
say
throw
Well,
really quick.
something.
Oh crap!
okay, five.
I've never even heard of that, much less been there. So I got to make my way out to East Tennessee. So I will give them a C tier. But Jake, go ahead.
Okay, okay. So if we're throwing restaurants that are local, Jake and I, we would love to throw the Varsity in there.
Varsity is very good. You know, Varsity goes in the S tier again, guys. So I think that as you guys can tell, you know, I really love, you know, hamburgers and stuff like that. So
The varsity sounds amazing. I was stuck at the Atlanta airport for a while, and there was varsity there, but I did not want to get on a plane and have to, use the facilities. We'll just say, but from what I've heard, it sounds really good, and I'll have to try it.
Yeah, it's really good. The only downside is we joke all the time. So when you actually walk, like their motto is like "What'll you have?" or whatever. We joke all the time. People from Atlanta that go, "Yeah, I'll have 2 heart attacks."
That's funny.
We
Yeah,
joke
that's
about that.
oh, it's
But
amazing. It's just I better be going home after that, not out in public. Yeah, but
right. But for me, it's A plus. Like that's the only thing that's keeping it from an S, honestly, for me.
Jordan with that A plus category, you gotta like that.